Hello, I'm Paul Pluter and welcome to Paul Pluter Prestige. Today I'd like to highlight some of the beautiful watches worn by one of the most influential investors in the world, and that's Oscar Schafer. That's right, Oscar Schafer, the legendary hedge fund manager. And this is a very special treat here because he's one of these super rich who isn't, he's not always brandied about. You get Warren Buffett brandied about, but Oscar Schafer, he's a very highly respected hedge fund manager, and he's approaching retirement, and he's decided to close down his hedge fund after a long successful career. And it's quite interesting. He's often consulted, and he's a member of the Round Table, which is a financial table where they sit down every year and discuss outlooks and market directions, and very highly regarded. But what I want to talk about today is his magnificent watch collection, and the photographer in this the photographer of these photos, he's a huge watch fan. And he's got a Patek, a vintage Patek, and he's also a huge Panerai fan. And he sort of managed to engage Oscar in talking about the watches and what are you wearing this year, because the photographer was lucky enough to shoot the photos for the magazine for the last 7 years, I believe. And Oscar always wears something interesting, whether it's a tourbillon, a perpetual calendar chronograph. It's always something scrumptious, and it's just interesting to see what does a savvy hedge fund manager, hedge fund being, it's an investor for the super rich. Hedge funds normally don't take mum and pa investors. They take high net worth clients and other funds and things like that there, and they basically they try and beat the market. And some hedge funds have been really successful. Oscar's has been it's been quite good there. He's had a bit of a rough trot in recent times, but the market's been an absolute bitch. So you got to cut the man some slack. But he's a very savvy addresser, very savvy investor, and he's got a very savvy, beautiful Patek collection. And it's just great to see a man like Oscar. What does he collect? He could have anything in the world, and I tell you what, I can't fault his choice in watches. And Oscar, if you're watching this video, just go into the descriptions. I've got my email address. If you want to send Archie or Paul Pluter Prestige a few bucks, that'd be greatly appreciated. It costs a lot of money to run the channel, and Oscar, you got a few bob, and just send Archie a little bit. I'm Paul Pluter from Paul Pluter Prestige, and I hope you've enjoyed this wonderful Patek owner's story.